Meet Benny, a servant with a knack for calamity. Benny was a kind soul. He truly was. He wanted to help. Unfortunately, help often meant chaos when Benny was around.
One time, I tried to dust the king's crown. I ended up dropping it in a bucket of soapy water.
Another time, he wanted to polish the royal boots.
I used floor wax instead of shoe polish.
Benny was known for his clumsiness, but he was also known for his unwavering loyalty. He adored the king and queen. He would do anything for them, even if anything meant turning the palace upside down with his mishaps.
The king and queen found Benny's antics amusing. They knew his heart was in the right place. They kept him around not for his competence, but for his comedic relief.
Little did they know, Benny's talent for disaster was about to reach new heights. Breakfast at the palace was usually a calm affair, but not when Benny was on duty. He rushed into the dining room, balancing a tray piled high with food, or at least what was supposed to be food.
"Good morning, your majesties,"
Benny announced, his voice booming. The tray tilted precariously. A plate of scrambled eggs flew through the air, landing with a plop on the queen's lap. Oh dear. The queen sighed, picking scrambled eggs off her silk dressing gown. The king chuckled, trying to hide his amusement. Benny, flustered, tried to fix the situation. He grabbed a pitcher of juice and poured it over the king's head.
"So sorry, your highness,"
he exclaimed, realizing his mistake. The king sputtered, drenched in orange juice. Despite the chaos, breakfast with Benny was never dull. It was a testament to Benny's ability to turn the ordinary into the extraordinary, even if it was extraordinarily messy. One afternoon, the queen requested a relaxing bath. "Benny, please draw me a warm bath with rose petals." Benny, eager to please, nodded enthusiastically.
"Right away, your highness."
He dashed off to the royal bathroom. He filled the bathtub with water. So far, so good. Then he remembered the rose petals. He scanned the room and spotted a vase of beautiful red roses on the vanity. Perfect! He grabbed the vase and dumped the entire thing, water and all, into the bathtub. The queen, upon entering the bathroom, was greeted by a bizarre sight. A bathtub overflowing with murky water, rose petals scattered everywhere, and an upside-down vase bobbing on the surface. She sighed. Benny might be the most well-intentioned servant in the kingdom, but he was undoubtedly the most bewildering.
"Benny, this letter is of utmost importance. Deliver it directly to the Duke of Stirling. And please, try not to misplace it." "You can count on me, your majesty,"
Benny declared, puffing out his chest. He took the letter and marched off with determination. He wouldn't fail this time. He walked through the bustling marketplace, his eyes focused on the important letter in his hand. He bumped into a vendor selling flowers.
"Lovely lilies, sir."
Benny, distracted, absent-mindedly took the lilies and handed the letter to the vendor in exchange. He continued on his way, completely unaware of his blunder. The important letter, meanwhile, was now being used to wrap a bouquet of lilies. The consequences of this little mix-up were about to cause a right royal ruckus. The annual Royal Talent Show was approaching. Everyone in the kingdom was abuzz with excitement. Benny, always eager to participate, decided to put on a special performance. He had been practicing juggling. He envisioned himself as a grand entertainer, tossing colorful balls high in the air, eliciting gasps and applause from the audience. The night of the talent show arrived. The king and queen took their seats, anticipating a night of amusement. The announcer called Benny's name, and he bounded onto the stage with a wide grin. He tossed the balls into the air. 1, 2, 3, and then disaster.
"Oh no!"
The balls collided midair, knocking each other off course. One ball landed in a goblet of wine, another bounced off the queen's wig. The third one hit the chandelier, sending a shower of sparks raining down on the stage. The audience was in stitches. Even the king and queen couldn't contain their laughter. Benny's act was a disaster, but it was the most entertaining disaster they had ever witnessed. The day after the talent show, the king summoned Benny. Benny entered the throne room, his heart pounding. Had he done something wrong? He was sure he had broken at least 3 royal vases during his cleaning spree that morning.
"Benny, we have been discussing your unique talents.
Benny gulped. Here it comes, he thought. He's going to banish me to the dungeon.
We have decided to bestow upon you a great honor. From this day forward, you are hereby appointed as the Royal Fool."
Benny was stunned. A promotion? For being a walking disaster? But as he looked out at the smiling faces of the king and queen, he realized something important. Sometimes, laughter is the greatest gift you can give. Benny, the Royal Fool. It was an unlikely title, earned through a series of unfortunate events. But Benny, in his own bumbling way, taught the entire kingdom an important lesson. It's all right to laugh at our mistakes. It's all right to not be perfect. What truly matters is the kindness in our hearts and the loyalty we show to others. Benny continued to serve the king and queen, bringing laughter and chaos wherever he went. He might have been a terrible servant, but he was a brilliant fool. And in the end, isn't that what truly makes life interesting?
So, the next time you make a mistake, remember me. Embrace the humor in the situation, and never underestimate the power of laughter and loyalty. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe Storytime for more royal disasters, epic fails, and the continuing adventures of Benny the brilliantly dumb servant.